Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're really zeroing in on the short game in golf.
hmm
You know those crucial shots inside, say, 100 meters of the flag?
Yeah, this is absolutely where the game is often decided. Makes or breaks around.
It's kind of wild when you think about it. Something like 60, maybe even 70% of all your strokes happen right there.
That's right. So, whether you're just playing for fun or seriously trying to shave points off your handicap, improving here, it pays off fast.
Totally. Those little chips, pitches, they hit your score directly. And today, we're digging into this great training sheet all about mastering this zone.
And it's not just theory, right? It's based on actual PGA Tour player data, 87 of them.
Exactly, and it also pulls from Henrik Jentsch's five-step model from SFT Golf Academy 360 degrees. Solid stuff.
Our mission really is to pull out the actionable bits, things you can actually use to get your distance control tighter and, think smarter inside 100 meters.
Okay, so let's kick things off. Why is the short game just so disproportionately important? The sheet had a neat comparison.
It really highlights the difference. It compares a tour pro with, say, an average amateur golfer, maybe around a 28 handicap.
Okay.
Now, interestingly, both might hit about 10 pitch shots per round.
10 pitches. Okay, seems it's a lot for both. But the results must be worlds apart.
Absolutely. The
Yeah.
pro, with that incredible precision, they're likely turning maybe 5 of those into easy one-putts.
Nice.
The amateur, though, often struggling with just getting the distance right, they're facing way more two-putts, sometimes even 3 putts from just off the green.
Ugh, you can just feel the frustration building. Those extra putts kill your score.
They really do.
Mm.
The sheet estimates a pro might use about 25 strokes total in this short game area. The amateur, significantly more.
Wow.
So the takeaway is crystal clear. If you want to lower your score quickly, forget adding 10 yards to your drive for a minute. Focus here. This is where strokes disappear.
So point one, short game focus equals faster score improvement. Got it. Now, this training sheet mentions a clock system for backswings. Sounds intriguing.
Yeah, it's a really effective way to think about controlling distance.
Yep.
Simple and repeatable.
How does it work?
It breaks the backswing down into 3 key lengths. Visualize like hands on a clock face. Helps regulate how far you hit the ball.
Okay, like specific times on the clock. Walk us through them.
Sure. First is the 7.3 euro position. Think short backswing. Great for little chips, short pitches. You're looking at distances around, say, 20 to 55 meters.
7.3 a row short.
Then there's 9.0. That's your medium swing. Covers those mid-range pitches, maybe 40 to 75 meters.
9.00 middle.
Got it. And finally, 11.30. That's the longest of the 3 for your fuller pitch shots, getting you out towards 60 to 95 meters.
That clock visual is really clear, makes it easy to picture, so you just match the backswing time to the distance you need.
Pretty much. It gives you a structure, take some of the guesswork out, which is huge under pressure, less reliance on just feel.
Right, feel can be fickle. Now, how do clubs play into this? The sheet talks about combining these swings with different wedges.
Yeah, that's the next layer. Usually you're working with 4 main wedges in this zone.
Your standard set, pitching wedge.
Right, your PW, maybe 48 to 50 degrees.
Yeah.
Then a gap wedge, or GW, around 50 to 52. Your sand wedge, SW, 54 to 56 degrees.
Yeah, and the lob wedge.
And your lob wedge, LW, the highest loft, 58 to 60 degrees.
Okay, the short game toolkit. How do they mesh with the 7.30, 9.00, 11.30 swings?
This is where you really start building precision. The sheet lays out a matrix, basically, what carry distance and how much roll to expect for each club at each backswing length.
Okay, let's get specific. What does that look like with, say, the pitching wedge?
Okay, so PW, 48 degrees maybe. The short 7.30 swing. Expect about 55 meters carry, maybe 7 meters of roll afterwards.
55 carry, 7 roll.
So,
Take it back to 9.00 with that same PW. Now you're looking at roughly 75 meters carry, but less roll, maybe 3 meters.
interesting. Roll decreases as the swing gets longer.
Generally, yeah, higher trajectory. And the full 11.30 swing with the PW gets you about 95 meters carry. Minimal roll, perhaps just 1 meter. Wow, quite a range from one club just by varying the backswing.
Exactly. And you see that pattern across all the wedges. Take the 52-degree gap wedge.
Yeah.
Those same 7.30, 9.00, and 11.3 swings give you roughly 40 meters carry with 7 meters roll.
Okay.
Then 60 meters carry with 3 meters roll.
Mm-hmm.
And finally, 80 meters carry with only 1 meter of roll.
Following the pattern, what about the sand wedge and lob wedge, the higher lofted ones?
Right, your 56-degree sand wedge. The 7.3 a swing gives about 35 meters carry, 7 meters roll.
Okay.
9.0 gets you 55 carry, 3 roll. And 11.30 gives 7.5 carry, 1 roll.
And the lob wedge for those high soft shots.
You have a 60-degree LW bay. 7.30 is around 20 meters carry, 7 roll. 9.00 is about 40 carry, 3 roll. And the 11.30 is roughly 60 meters carry, 1 meter roll.
So 3 swings, 4 clubs. That actually gives you 12 distinct, predictable shots.
Exactly. 12 options. It moves you away from just grabbing a wedge and hoping.
It's a system, much more deliberate.
Very systematic. Increases your odds of getting the ball close. Massively. Now, to actually learn this stuff, to get the feel for it, the sheet suggests a drill. It's called the target triangle.
Target triangle. Sounds practical. What's the goal?
It's all about developing that feel for carry, distance, and roll for each specific club and swing combo we just talked about, building that internal calibration.
Makes sense. How do you set it up?
You basically mark out 3 target zones on the practice green or short game area. Think lower third, middle third, upper third relative to the flagstick.
Okay, 3 horizontal bands on the green.
Vertical, actually, like low, middle, high sections of the flag.
Ah, got it. Lower, middle, upper part of the pin. Right.
Exactly. Then you take each of your 4 wedges, PW, GW, SW, LW, and hit 3 balls with each of the 3 backswings. 7.3, 9.00, 11.3 other.
Okay, so that's 3 swings times 4 clubs times 3 balls. 36 shots per cycle. What do you track?
Good question. For every shot, you note down 3 things. The actual carry distance, roughly how much it rolled out, and which zone it finished in, low, middle, or high.
You're building your personal yardage book for wedges.
That's a great way to put it. And crucially, you need to repeat this drill in different conditions.
Like wind, slopes.
Yeah, exactly. Wind, uphill lies, downhill lies, faster greens, slower greens. That variety builds adaptability. It makes the learning stick for when you're actually out on the course.
Because the range mat is never the same as the fairway. Makes total sense. Now, the sheet also brings in Henrik Jentsch's 360-degree short game model. What's that about?
Jentsch's model is based on his PGA Tour player data analysis. It's a 5-step framework for really mastering the short game.
Okay, what's step 1?
Step 1 is pitch and roll analysis. This is super important. It's about understanding where your ball lands on the green and how much it rolls from there.
Landing spot versus final spot?
Precisely. The data suggests that for effective shots, the ideal landing zone is often between 3 and 11 meters short of the hole.
Interesting. Landing it short.
Yeah, allowing for roll. That roll might be anywhere from 1 to 17 meters, depending on the shot, green speed, slope, etc. The skill is visualizing and controlling that landing spot.
Why is the landing spot so key?
Because hitting a specific landing zone, especially on the green, usually means dealing with a more predictable surface than, say, the fringe or rough. It reduces variables, allows for more consistent rollout.
Okay, so manage the landing point for predictability. What's step 2?
Step 2 is pitching from 20-95 meters. This basically locks in what we already discussed using those 3 clock system backswings with your 4 wedges. That's your technical foundation for the 12-course shots.
Reinforcing the system. Got it. Steps 3, 4, 5.
Step 3 is bunker training. Focuses on technique for sand shots, ball position, using the bounce of the club, controlling trajectory, specific skills needed there.
Definitely. Bunker shots are a different beast.
Step 4 is fitting and equipment. Jentsch stresses how vital it is to get your wedges fitted. Lie, angle, loft, bounce. They need to match your swing. Using the wrong tools holds you back.
That's often overlooked by amateurs, I think. They just buy wedges off the rack.
Very common, yeah. And finally, step 5 is strategy by skill level. This is about developing smart tactics for you. A beginner might just aim for the middle of the green. A better player might attack a specific pin section. It's about playing to your strengths and minimizing weaknesses.
Play smart, not just hit shots. That whole model seems really comprehensive. Technique, gear, strategy.
It really covers all the bases.
And there was a pro tip mentioned too?
Yeah, the pro tip kind of brings it all together. It emphasizes combining technique with sharp visualization.
Oh, so.
It says, always clearly picture your desired landing spot relative to the flag, low, middle, or high part of the green. Then consciously pick the club and swing length, 7.3 to 9.00, 11.3, needed to hit that specific spot.
So it's not just, I need to hit it 50 yards. It's, I need to land it on that spot, which will require my 9.0 sand wedge swing.
Exactly, that level of intention. That's what separates the really great short game players. It's deliberate.
That feels like a potential game changer for approach and mindset.
It absolutely is. It elevates your whole process.
Okay, this has been incredibly insightful. Let's quickly wrap up the main takeaways for listeners.
Sure. First, remember the short game inside 100 meters is absolutely critical for lowering your scores. It's where the biggest gains are often hiding.
Got it. Number one priority.
Second, get systematic about distance control. Use a method like the clock system, 7.30, 9.00, 11.30 backswings, combined with your different wedges, PW, GW, SW, LW, to build predictable shots.
Create that 12-shot matrix for yourself.
Exactly. And third, practice with purpose. Use drills like the target triangle to really dial in your carry distances and roll for each shot, and do it in various conditions.
Build that feel and adaptability through deliberate practice.
Okay, putting it all together, you move from just randomly hitting wedges towards a much more structured, professional way of handling these crucial shots.
Which should lead to lower scores, less frustration, and probably more fun on the course.
Definitely more confidence around the greens. You're taking control.
Fantastic stuff. Okay, here's a final thought for you to chew on. Next time you're out playing, before every single shot inside 100 meters, consciously visualize exactly where you want the ball to land. Not just near the pin, but the spot. See how that focused intention changes your club selection, your swing thought, and ultimately the result. It could be the shift you need. Thanks for taking this deep dive with us today.